Slan, the female member of the God Hand. Origin, history, explained. Slan holds a prominent position within the God Hand, distinguished as the sole female member amongst their ranks. Similar to her fellow God Hand members, the details of Slan's human life remain shrouded in mystery. Nonetheless, she has wielded a significant impact on humanity through the cult devoted to the goddess of flame. These devotees have hosted disturbing celebrations in her honor, unaware of her true identity as a member of the God Hand. Like her counterparts within the God Hand, Slan possesses the ability to perceive the intricate web of causality, approaching a level of near-omniscience. She, along with the other senior God Hand members, can manifest rudimentary physical forms using the environment to their advantage. For instance, she materialized from the earth during Griffith's Eclipse and employed restless spirits to take shape in Albion. Even in these incomplete manifestations, her strength surpasses that of both humans and apostles. A single swipe of her power can shred Guts' armor while overpowering him physically. Slan's influence extends to the establishment of a pagan cult, venerating her as the goddess of flame. This cult's practices include unsettling rituals such as cannibalistic orgies and hallucinogenic substances that grant visions of the future. She provided a revelation to the cult's prophet, predicting the rise of a figure referred to as the Falcon, destined to defend against invaders and unite the people as one nation. Notably, Slan holds a fervent fascination with Guts, in direct contradiction to Femto's claim that Guts is beneath the God Hand's notice. She openly admits to closely monitoring Guts throughout his post-Eclipse struggles and harboring a desire to meet him one-on-one. She is drawn to Guts' resilience and fortitude, finding his anger and suffering exhilarating. She even seeks Guts' transformation into a demon through sacrificial means, and actively attempts to provoke him into embracing this path. Slan and her fellow God Hand members make their presence known to Griffith during his imprisonment in the Tower of Rebirth. They acknowledge him as kin and foretell his impending encounter with them. When the time comes during the eclipse, Slan is the first of the God Hand to manifest. She uses a section of the interstice as a temporary vessel, taking on an enormous form of herself. After Griffith reaffirms his ambitions and sacrifices the Band of the Falcon, Slan takes an interest in Guts' futile attempt to save Griffith. She even sheds a tear as she witnesses her reborn kin, Femto, violating Casca, describing the horrific event and Guts' violent reaction as something of perverse beauty. When the enigmatic Skull Knight intervenes, rescuing Guts and Casca, Slan expresses surprise and concedes that the God Hand cannot predict every outcome. Nevertheless, she and her kin remain undaunted, eagerly welcoming the Age of Darkness, set in motion by the birth of the fifth member. 2 years after the eclipse, the injured Count summons Slan and the rest of the God Hand, seeking a new lease on life. As she observes, Guts valiantly fights through multiple injuries to reach Femto, igniting her excitement at the prospect of him joining their ranks. When the Count offers Guts as a sacrifice, Slan clarifies that only something profoundly meaningful to him will suffice. In preparation for the incarnation ceremony in Albion, Slan exerts her influence over a cult formed among the disillusioned refugees, leading them to become her devoted followers. They revere her as the goddess of flame and engage in sacrilegious rituals in her name, including cannibalistic orgies outside the city walls. During the incarnation ceremony itself, Slan and the senior God Hand members take on rudimentary forms using the restless spirits that run rampant throughout Albion, making their presence felt by Guts. Within the eerie Qlipoth realm, Slan reappears through the remains of slain trolls to personally confront the Black Swordsman, Guts. In their confrontation, she restrains Guts and inflicts a grievous wound, both physically and ethereally. She then tempts him to activate the Behelit in his possession and become an apostle. The intervention of the Skull Knight enables Guts to break free from her grasp, using his cannon arm and strike her with a Dragon Slayer, infused with malice. Slan responds by kissing Guts, an act filled with perverse joy and self-satisfaction before vanishing. She and the rest of the senior God Hand members can manifest rudimentary forms from the surrounding environment. Aside from Femto, Slan is currently the only God Hand member to come into contact with Guts following the events of the Conviction arc. In conclusion, Slan, the only female member of the God Hand, is as beautiful as she is evil. She and the other members of the God Hand are pursuers of the idea of evil's will. She is a lustful being, as evidenced by her appearance and her actions in pursuing Guts.